There's our teams, folks.
Bombers detected
Lots of
above.
colors.
Watch
Associate
skies.
them as you go. We certainly will. Bombing runs is our storm shift. Basically, sometimes the blitz happens. And that's basically this this storm shift in a nutshell. Gets really nasty later on once we get those smaller circles, of course. But onto the Skylands we go. We've got Adamark and Bomber here early on. They're heading into stacks. Looks like there's no early 50-50s though, at least not as far as I know.
No, and it looks like they're just going to grab these creeps, get themselves leveled up as quick as they can. You don't want to be fighting anybody on that level 1, but I think it's best to probably get some creeps, get some loot really quickly, and then go for some KOs, right? Because you want to try and get past that soft level cap as quick as you can, really.
I did see that early problem. Don't worry, folks. I will get there eventually. We want this Chrome tab, I believe. There we go. We want this Chrome tab. Perfect. And again, let's have a look at where we are in terms of audio. We'll bring it down a little bit. Again, folks, just let me know if it's a little bit too quiet or something a bit more, or if you need more. Just let us know. We're flexible, we're malleable, as are the teams. And so all of them trending over to the east side of the map. We can see that the ring going to be focusing in around Skyrat's Run, Coldfang Keep, End Shrine. We see Coldfang Keep, of course, with that T5 armor vault. The T4 armor vault, I should say. Sorry. So that is a area of particular interest. Going to certainly set up, in my mind, Tano, a lot of early rotations, although whether they want to focus on level 4 or maybe even encountering other teams first, I don't know. What would you be leaning towards?
Well, I think if you can grab the armor and then go for other teams, it's a really good situation to be in. I mean, we're seeing Red Tide trying to pick up this vault here, but I also noticed that Purple were going down for that Kaiju vault that had spawned down there as well. So it seems like a lot of teams have a plan coming in mind when it comes to picking up some loot, trying to get yourself ready for some battles that are going to happen. We're not quite having any connections yet, but I do see Green Time possibly going into Orange there. Here's Mint and Blue. They're going to have to retreat at Blue side here. Really good situation to be in, though.
Not just Mint and Blue, it's Bomber and the last door. Literally two of the teams that we were focusing on pre-game. And have a look at Phenom here on this myth with that T4 armor already. And so what was threatening to evolve into a fight has very much simmered down as Bomber looked to lock down Gridlock. See Orange there on a bonfire. We've got Green on a moving train bonfire. Got the first set of so this is one of the new mob bosses actually. Before the first night has even arrived, huge opportunity to get a level spike here. I believe we were seeing level 6 on Fireside Chat. I guess we'll see whether that does actually. No, not on this particular. Either way, good XP, good equipment as well. Add on to the roster. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
We've got another team fight blowing up here, Tano. Take us through it.
Yeah, I mean, Bumper going straight in for this. They're going to put a lot of damage in here. They're going to have to retreat slightly. Nice stun and a nice pickup for the knock there over on LM. They're going to be able to get another secure on the stun, are they? Oh my god, so much damage coming in. They're going to have to retreat. And the bombs, the nukes coming down from the bombs, secures another KO, another knock down there that they're going to have to retreat now, Reliq, because we do have the red, well, deep red maroon is what I'll go with.
I like to call them the wine red team, but they're Go Hogs for the purposes of today. One of our 2 NA teams, actually.
Fantastic. Maroon, well, we'll go with wine red, but yes, Go Hogs coming in there to third party what was going on, and they are in a good position. We've got the revive there on LM. Are they going to be able to secure a knockdown? There is also the mob boss there. We see the strike going in to cause some damage, but I think they're going to get a really good retreat on LM. It looks like Hogs possibly looking for a spike. No, they're going to go back and grab the rest of these mobs while they can.
Yeah, the damage has been done by Hogs. Shout out to Paz on that Zeph. They are very... I wouldn't say excited even. They're scared about the buffs that have come to this particular character. He is certain that it is now the best protector in the game, if not the best character, the best hunter in the game. Well, we will see whether your theory is put down onto paper, Mr. Paz, but a very successful third party forcing the locomotives back, but ultimately no team eliminations as of yet. So all 10 teams, I should say, still up in this lobby as we're heading into night 1.
Yeah, it's really good position for most of these teams to be in. We do see green and purple having a bit of an altercation down there on the bottom of the map. I think they're retreating though at the moment. We also see some action going on in the under rock with some altercation going there. Here we go. We'll go over to this in the moment. A lot of damage coming in from CLD there. And they're going to have to back up, I think, the blue side here. Although they seem like they do want to keep going in. They do have the Hunter dropping those arrows down, doing a lot of anti-heal, some nice damage. But Jewel is up, ready to rock and roll. Ooh, it looks like they're going to go for the retreat here, Reliq.
Yon Kishi, it's Japanese for the 4 horsemen, yes, of death, but it feels like the 4 horsemen of running away right now. They really don't want to go up against, again, I remind you, the back-to-back winners of the last show matches in the playtest of July. And honestly, it's just an aura. It's a presence from the last door. You don't ever want to engage them because when it comes to micro, you can barely find anyone else who matches up to them.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, you have those teams, those players in any game where you get matched up with them in multiplayer and you go, oh no. That is the last door and the presence that they have coming into this show match at the moment. Everybody's going to have to retreat from them when they see them because they don't want to take them on without a level lead, right? Everybody's level 4 here. We're going to try and get some knocks, get some eliminations to be able to get up those levels, but there's not a lot that they can do at the moment. They're trying to squeeze their way around to pick up this creep that's on the map, give themselves a bit more extra, some nice anti-healing that can come down from those arrows, but they have the base camp there, Reliq, so they can get some heals quickly on their armor at the very least. A nice dive going in there, and they get the knock. Is that going to be a secure on the KO? I think it is. They've got everybody there. They're not going to be able to get away. Nice dive in there to try and pick up is that a... I'm not quite sure what hunter that was there. I missed it just that second, but here we go. This Shrek is trying to get out of there. They've got the sniper. They've got a lot of damage they can drop with that. Celeste is going to try and secure them, and they do manage to secure them with the tracking of the crystals on that hunter.
That was a fabulous 1v1 as they exited Colfag Keep, wasn't it? Siki sadly falling on this case to Taldo. Great placement from good comms to utilize a variation of choke points, really, although to be fair, when you look at Vivat Venatio, and yes, we really are that pretentious, it is Latin, it means long live the hunt. But here's the thing, this particular hunt composition included 2 dive hunters, the Bishop and the Felix with a suicide run that ended as you would have expected, by the way, and forces them back yet again. We have lost one of our 9 teams, by the way, so maybe the wonderful Natskin can give us a little bit of confirmation on who that was. We apologize for missing. It was somewhere else on the map, of course, but yeah, so far so good for likes of the bad boys here as well. They found themselves a shop, and crucially, as we see there from that little overlay, they have XP Soul, so they will be able to break past the limit of level 9 and on towards those double digits.
Yeah, which is a fantastic position to be in when you come down to those final circles, but it does mean that if you do get KO'd, the other team can pick that up from you. So really good positions to be in. We're just about to head into night 2 here, chat, so people are going to be trying to do whatever they can. The mobs, I believe, are not active, not around at the moment, so we might see some actions coming in from these people going for some KOs. But that's a mob boss there, right?
That is a mob boss. I believe that is an official mob boss, unlike what I called earlier, because it's got a bunch of new little icons. Also, it was Go Hogs that lost, which I don't believe, because the Hogs always win, Beetle. So, you know, you can't just come into this chat and spout lies. You're still playing the game, right? As are every other team here, and you can really start to see just how congested things are. Looks like Bomber have taken another soul. We see there from the Soul Storm expanding on the eastern side of the circle. Yon Kishi with most wanted, but they're being chased down vigorously by Venatio. Oh, very nice eject here from Anyan Cation. Oh, they've run straight into the locomotives. They have to bear right. They're still alive somehow. And would you believe it? They've snuck away because 2 other teams decided they want to fight each other instead.
That's fantastic. You just see 2 teams collide and you think, I'm going to sneak my way out of here. And it seems like it's worked for them. That will be fantastic if they manage to pull the rest of their team in there. In the meantime, though, it seems like we're just going to have a bit of a standoff here between the locomotives. And although Purple have decided to retreat now, but here we go. Did they manage to get that off? I think they did, Reliq, but oh my God, a knock straight away for Pump there. Ooh, a really difficult situation to be in. We see the dives coming in from the brawl. Are they going to be able to pick up Chipster? No, they do manage to dive out of there. So really interesting spikes that are going on here. We don't have the elimination on Sino yet, but really good diving, retreating coming in from Pumba here.
Yeah, Pumbas are really on the back foot, and they're going to have to split up. Or are they fancying a little bit of a turnaround? Call the ambulance, but not for me. Hot Biscuit prioritizing the revive, but now Toomey's taking down his teammates. They've gone the revival on Chipser. One of the best voids, by the way. Check out his content, please. And now they're going for the ultimate team KO. It's Toomey running away and straight into the bad boys. We just watched a team get eliminated out of the frying pan and into the blazing inferno.
That's the difficulty of battle royales, right? You know, when you are in the middle of a fight and it's coming down to these rings, coming down to these final rings, that you are going to be having to deal with another team very quickly. You have to handle your situation and deal with it quickly, or you are going to get pounced on yet again. There's only 2 of them here for Pumba. We do see Boyles trying to get themselves in. Oh no, we do see a Deathbox revives coming in there, so the rest of Pumba are now back up.
They have the health, do they have the resources? They certainly don't have the shields to go in. And here's the rocket jumper. Oh, attempted Kingpin hook. Big Celeste ult there. Forced out. They're going to continue to try and get the stun away at the very least. We've got a bit of a storm circle there as well. One of the many items in this game, by the way. There's a lot of names. I apologize for not knowing all of them. We've got to focus in on the action, though, as this purple and orange team. Oh, how very Pokemon Unite of them. Moving in and around each other and watching out for, hey, Yon Kishi. There's Anyon Cation. And they have got that most wanted off. So now there's 3 teams vying for the same piece of real estate.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to get a nice pick on the Kingpin there, but they did not manage to pick that up. But in the meantime, we're just going to have these blows that are trading whilst they can. They've got some decent range of Pumba in the meantime, but we do have that healing coming in there for Bad Boys. Ooh, how are they going to rotate this one? That camp is going to be putting that soul coming out, doing that damage. So I'm not sure about this one, Reliq.
I'm not too sure about it either. I'm not sure what Yon Kishi's plan is either, because again, the ring is getting very small, and because these teams are all absolutely cracked, there's a lot of them still up. 8 teams, 31 players. Spot it top right, folks. Still, Pumpers and Bad Boys continuing to just fire shots at each other, hoping for the one mistake that might open the doorway to landing another team in the cooldown zone. It looks like Yon Kishi has fully disengaged, by the way, and I think that the Bad Boys have realized that safety is the better part of Valor, as it often is.
Yeah, I do like that they were keeping eyes on that revive beacon, though. That was a really good, you know, if anybody wants to go for it, we are hitting the level of these storms where people need to get those revives. But in the meantime, we do have a lot of action going on down here. We've got 3 teams that look like they want to be poking each other. Some damage coming in across the 5. We do see the flank on the left-hand side there, but they're in a really good position just to be able to get out of there. In the meantime, a good comms.
Yeah, unless Giant Chipperl is hiding somewhere, good comms only on 3 players as well, so they are at a significant disadvantage. And I can understand why Locomotives with that Venezio aren't exactly too eager to go in, because the moment that they do, they know that they'll be third party, but then goes the Firefox. Big bounce away. Massive bounce away. Ice Wall 2. Got ourselves a Ghost in with the ultimate there of the Firefox. And look at good comms now coming in. Look, it's a third party themselves. They've joined the party at the best time, and Viva Venezio is the meat in the middle of this rather unhealthy looking sandwich. Spike, another KO, looking for the final hit on Damstra. I think there's another player who's gone south, but Vanstra's gone down too. There's just one pink player left. Now good comms is 3v4 again, however. Make that 3v8 potentially, because here comes the last door. Oh my word, good comms have been caught in the worst place possible. Absolutely eviscerated here as Teldo tries to stay alive. What a great spike. Locomotives down to 3. The last door goes in. There's a mob boss here as well, just for the hell of it. Pumpers in the best position by miles, or are they? Because they're right up against the wall of the ring. Somehow through all of that, Tano, Vivat Venezio lives.
I can't believe it. Good comms are still around as well. Some kick is there. They picked up the most wanted, buddy. How have they survived that situation? They were surrounded by 3 separate teams.
How is Tom Kick still alive? Not only that, but Tom Kick has most wanted as well. That is extraordinary. That is extraordinary. And check out the Bishop on the right of the map here, by the way, folks. That is the lone survivor for Vivat Venazio. They're going to need a most wanted, or Vivat Venazio's time is numbered. Maybe the case for Yon Kishi as well here. And Yon Cation picked up the most wanted yet again. That's what Vivat Venazio want here. The last door, now joined by the bad boys. Remember, with that XP soul, they're still only level 7. However, so they still have a long way to go before we really start to see that hyperscaling kick into effect. Yon Kishi move out of town. I'm not surprised by that at all. Low on numbers, low on confidence, no doubt. And Anyon's down! Anyon's down via Hot Biscuit, so they've now lost that most wanted.
Yeah, I do really like what Bad Boys are doing here. They're going to try and get some KOs to get that level up, because if you look at the last door, they were on level 8 coming into that, so they've done really well to get themselves in a good position level-wise. We do see Pumpers with some level 9s there as well. They've got some nice KOs. Tom Kick still kicking it around there, waiting for that most wanted to pop off and bring the rest of their team in. But we have a nice engage going on up here with Bad Boy and the last door. There's a nice ult coming out there from Celeste. They've got that stun. They've got themselves a little bit of space. Will they be able to get across without getting spiked? They do jump down. They are able to get back up. That was so close. Risky, but it played off for them. But here they go. They've got Pomber on the other side.
And this is extraordinary survivability from the last door down to their last hope, it seems, here in Lima, who has most wanted. That is the worst news for anybody in this lobby, as more goes down, and so just, you know, further administrative work here from Bomber Squad. And Tom Kick has got the most wanted, I believe, there, so good comms back in the game, level 9 here. Oh, what soul is this? I'm not entirely sure what soul it is, actually. It might be Armor Soul, maybe? I could be completely wrong on that. Somebody correct me in chat, please. But here is the state of affairs then. Looking good. Bomber Squad, good comms back up to 4. We're still looking out for the last door, or have they been taken down in the meantime? I do not see Lima anywhere. I don't see Lima anywhere. We are down to 5 teams, folks. A new show match champion for SUPERVIVE is on the horizon.
Yeah, and there's so many teams that are in such fantastic positions here. Look at Pumba. They've got themselves level 9s across the board. They've got a nice position currently with where they're at. Bad Boys coming in. They feel like they want to get themselves a nice engage there at level 10. They do just miss the grab on the Kingpin, so they're not going to be able to drag anybody into these bombs that are about to drop. But now they've caught themselves in the middle of what all this action that's going to be taking place here. It seems like they do want to go for the engage, but oh, it's a risky thing to do when you've got another team behind you as well.
5 soul, thank you very much. Big Nuke going in, forcing Pumpers onto this very, very small area where the Abyss awaits. And they've got an emergency platform, so they have the ability to rotate round if they want. Check out this Lone Reviver, by the way. Not that that's going to be used anytime soon. Good comms, looking to avoid the advances of Loki motives as well. 5 teams left, and wow, what a brilliant flank. Excellent flank from Teldo, forces Loki motives back. They now have... I wouldn't exactly call it a god spot in this position, but they are inside the ring. That puts them at prime advantage to the Pumpers here, Tano, who have to fight their way in.
Yeah, and it's a really prime opportunity to get some spikes if they do end up having to come in. We're going to see those bombs coming across as well. Could you have smaller space on that platform right now with the nukes coming down on it?
Yes, you could have smaller space. I can guarantee that. Also, the bombing run, by the way. I did say they were going to factor later into the state of affairs. And, well, here we are. It could take up half the ring. And this is a big engage from Pumpers. They're looking bold. They're looking feisty. Hot Biscuit with that T4 armor. I wouldn't exactly want it on the strike, but there we go. They have successfully forced good comms off platform. And they've kind of been shattered to the winds here. Most wanted for Giant Chiprel. The R use, the Celeste ult. That's going to be completely shrugged off, and so is Giant Chiprel shrugged off and into the Abyss. It's just Chapel left. Make that Chapel gone. Good comms gone. Top 4.
This is crazy. Locomotive's got themselves in a really good position. We see Bad Boys coming in on those level 10s. Pumpers don't quite have that yet, but they do have the damage that can come in from that strike in the distance. They're going to have to put themselves on a really difficult situation here with that storm coming in. Nice nuke coming down there. That's a really good idea to buy yourself some space and be able to rotate yourself back into that storm.
Bombers a little bit separated, but they've got the most vision, but they're also furthest away from the ring, of course, now. And in goes the level 10s. Here goes the bad boys, but the Kingpin's been spiked. It's immediately been turned on its head here. There goes the second. Bad boys with XP Soul. They're all caught in the Void Rift, but there was no one there to capitalize. The rank Ron Rat, I'm sorry, I don't know what your real name is. I'm too worried about the rest of your team. Cookies crumble, and the bad boys go down. Huge plays from the Pumpers to deny the XP Soul pop-off.
As soon as you get that spike, you just know you want to get that engage. You go in with the Celestial, you get that stun in, and it absolutely cleaned up for Pumbers there. But here we go. We do have Locomotives on this very strong position here at the moment. But level 9s across both of these teams. We also see the Bombers coming in from the other side. There we go. The Celestial has popped out. They're going to buy some stun and some damage there. Really good engage coming from them. But they've also decided to go in on Pumbers over on the other side there, Reliq. This is crazy. So they're going to get knocked down over on that other side. They've bought themselves this platform at the very least, but they've got two teams that can engage against them.
Yeah, they've got themselves most wanted. Oh, they're not quite able to take down Treatfly. The Pumpers are looking absolutely fantastic. They solo ulted one of the Bomber players. They have themselves a bonfire here, but just how much are they going to be able to use it? How many resources do they have? Big arrows down, lots of anti-heal. Are they going to be able to get the most wanted? Excellent hook here, and a spike onto Treadsy. My goodness, Bomber squad down to just the one, but it's Nizer with the most wanted. Were they able to spot that? Are they going to be confident enough to go for the kill? Because Locomotives, they've only got 3 players. This is Pumpers to lose into the Storm Bomb. Oh my goodness, this is bold. They're going to try and work their way all the way through. They're going to try and steal the most wanted Nizer, my word. What a fantastic ultimate. And they've got the team back. Incredible from Nizer. Another slain in all of that. The red team's gone down. Big stuns though. Bomber squad down to half health here on this platform. Here goes Hot Biscuit now with the strike. Big miss, but Felix has got a spike. Oh, it's not looking good for the Pumpers. They got themselves this platform, but it's 2v3.
I mean, what more could you want from your team? What a secure on the KO there! Trying coming in with the damage from the sniper, but they ended up getting their self KO'd.
Oh my god!
It's just the Celestial taking down. Look at the health, and they get the spike for the win, Reliq. Bombers securing the win.